Today, we start with breaking news. Specifically, Apple's big event is unofficially underway, and now I dub it officially underway, live from the Steve Jobs Theater on Apple's campus in Cupertino, California. We'll bring you details as they emerge out there, but first, just checking the market action we're seeing to kick off the show. It is red across the board, but just slightly as we see the NASDAQ off about 10 points, the Dow off 18, and the S&P off only 3 points. That's where things stand now. But as we said, things could change quickly, especially with Apple making waves this hour. The tech giant is expected to unveil a new streaming service which will reportedly offer HBO and Showtime for less than $10 a month. This would shift the company toward offering services over products, but will it kill off the cable industry? Joining me now in the new studio is Yahoo Finance's Heidi Cheung, along with Women's Wear Daily Executive Editor Arthur Zackiewicz. But first, I want to bring in a man who is very critical of Tim Cook. That, of course, is Yahoo Finance Editor-at-Large, Brian Sozzi. Brian, you wrote about why Tim Cook is under pressure to make some big announcements at this event. Why do you think that is?
Well, fire away, people, your Apple event live blogs, because it's the day. Well, I don't know if Tim Cook is the right guy to be leading this pivot to original content. Keep in mind, Tim Cook, nuts and bolts type of dude, COO of the company. Now, we just had a guest on The Move saying that he's a good quarterback to invest and help shepherd the company along. But listen, you probably need a couple more media executives inside of Apple right here. Ultimately, he better blow minds at this event. If not, the stock's going down.
Brian, I have to be honest with you. It seems like Apple is not just a little bit, but a lot of bit late to this game. It is such a crowded space with behemoths like Netflix, Amazon already dominating it. How is Apple even going to compete at all?
Well, they'll come out with a service priced at $9.99. They'll probably send you alerts on your phone that you're just going to have to sign up for this thing. Now, reportedly, they are done with their first 5 programs. They have a 6th program on the way. But when you are hooked into that Apple ecosystem, you have 1.3 billion installed devices. That's a powerful ecosystem to ultimately sell not just video streaming subscriptions, news subscriptions too.
But also, is this kind of a smoke and mirror situation because they're having so many problems with the hardware that they're just trying to pump this out ASAP?
Well, the interesting is we've seen Apple supplier stocks underperform Apple the past month. What that tells me is that they may come out with these streaming services and it may not lead to more device sales. That's what Apple's trying to do here. I think you come out with these services, you get people into the ecosystem, you get them trading up to new devices. At least from the stock action perspective, it's not telling you that yet.
Well, you mentioned that. I mean, I think that is interesting to point out because Roku has 70 million users of its product. You've got Amazon Fire TV with 55 million, Google Chromecast with 31.6, Apple in last place when we look at those with only 25 million users of Apple TV. So obviously, they've got a long way to go. But as you bring up, 1 billion iPhones around the world, you're right. If you can just send a notification that, hey, we've got this new streaming service, you can sign up. You can easily catch up to that.
Yeah, the interesting is Apple, what has held them back in this race is the culture, the internals of the company, where they think they could do every single thing, create a product from scratch. They probably would have been better off 10 years ago buying a Netflix at a high multiple. Look where Netflix is now.
Do you think the consumer is kind of overwhelmed with too many choices? You mentioned a crowded market,
yeah.
Or is something new and fresh and shiny? They're going to be like, let's give it a shot.
Listen, as long as they're watching YahooFinance.com all day, Yahoo Finance Live all day, great.
It's free.
But that's a great point because there are a lot of subscription services out there, and people are asking you to pony up $4.99 a month, $5.99. The next recession, some of these services are going to have to be cut.
No, you're right. And it's a good point to just as we talk about streaming overall, the pool keeps growing.